how did they manage to make such a basic mistake on JLo's dress? They were so busy with the making of the flowers that they completely ignored the foundation of making corsetry, of making a dress. You can see the chest area. It kind of fits beautifully all the way around, like the shape, the outer shape shell is really, really good. However, when we look closely, we can see that the cups are completely not flush to the body. So it's very difficult to understand the purpose of having the cup cut in there in the first place. And I will explain you why. It looked like they're made for a very small chest, and we see that most often on cheaply made dresses where they don't really bother themselves with doing the sizing of a cup itself. They just make one shape of the one size of the cup, and then they just add the sizing on the back, and so the cup stays the same, and the bigger the size of the dress, the more it looks like quite tiny on the cup itself looks smaller and smaller on the chest. So I understand seeing this on like $20 or 20 pounds dresses, but seeing something on a couture made dress that's going on the red carpet, my eyes got really, really offended. And I want to show you here I just did a really quick drape on the mannequin that has quite slightly bigger chest than usual mannequins, and those of you who work on mannequins, you know it's quite small, so it's difficult to demonstrate it. So this girl here is done for doing lingerie, so it has a very correct size for us to do this study, which is quite exciting. So I have drawn, as you can see, the cup as it was on JLo's dress. And we can see here, nothing gets flush, nothing gets like this, has so much distance from the body. So having this, and firstly, if I close it, we have a nice dress, classic cut dress. But if we leave this, it visually makes it looks like a mistake, does it not? So if I were, there's something like a very small, not even a correction, but a demonstration here where her dress goes, and if I'll just cut it out, and lean this against her body where it's supposed to actually go, yeah, and all of a sudden we can see how much all of a sudden, here you go, we can see how much space it's missing for the cup to be sitting right. And I'll turn it sideways. There you go. Do you see what I'm saying? So this is what's going on with JLo's dress. And has this been done correctly, we would see a dress where people actually thought about it, they thought it through, they thought about the tailoring itself, and on top of correctly executed tailoring, they did all their ornaments. But when I'm looking at the JLo's dress as is, it frustrates me, and I'll tell you, not because I'm so assy about what I'm doing. It's the education. These guys go onto red carpet and the whole world is looking at them. And we learn what it is that today's fashion is from these guys, because they bring it over from catwalks to our world. Who the hell am I to talk about all of this? I am a founder and the head designer at Greta Bridal, and I have been doing bespoke gowns for last 20 years. Yes, that's how old I am. So my point being in talking about all of this is these guys, they bring catwalk, the dream fashion, into our world, into reality. We are looking up to them, like the whole world is looking at them when they're going down the red carpet. You can see the cheapness of production of it, and it's validating that that's okay. So it's taking the world of couture into a place that is not thought through, that looks like it's been cheaply manufactured. And what we want to see, what we expect to see from the designers who do that, is a high standard that conveys the luxury of the whole event, of the person. And if they did not want to bother with doing a proper fit around the chest and the cup, then perhaps they didn't have to do the cup in the first place. Like you can see in this sketch here, it's perfectly illustrating a classic dress, classically cut dress that doesn't need actually any extras to highlight the chest. But I think if they did go for it, they should have done it the right way and bothered to do it the right way. The whole world is watching. What do you guys think about the dress? Did it bother your eyes, or were you completely fine and didn't even notice? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.